You're watching a special presentation of the Seals in 30 on Fox 5 San Diego.
The New York Riptide returned to NYCB Live at the Coliseum, where a week ago tonight they celebrated their first win in franchise history. They look for win number 2 tonight against the San Diego Seals. Next. Welcome inside Nassau Coliseum with former Cornell standout and NLL champion Mitch Belisle. I'm Dave Leno. It will be Clellan in the middle with Woodall, who was great against Baptiste, and we're underway from Nassau Coliseum at the New York Riptide in the home dark blue jerseys. And it's a New York team coming in at 1-6, a tail end of a back-to-back after last night in Mitch, which was a great first half by New York on the road.
Yeah, big credit to the Philadelphia Wings. Their defense made some adjustments, and Riptide just weren't able to get on the inside and get good looks at the cage in that second half. They went on a bit of a run, and the Riptide just couldn't come back from that hole.
Digby's running middle over the top shot there by Fox right away, but it was smothered there by Demude, who played against the Rush and also Toronto this year, but they're running the opposite way here, and an opening goal for San Diego. Right off the bat, they lead 1-0.
Cam Holding, so dangerous in transition. You got to know that's coming.
It's right to Chetner over the top and just wide of Demude's cage. Skying up for the ball there was San Diego's McIntosh. New York has it back. Cross-floor pass looking for Lomas. Demude says no. Lomas is going to get it back, and now they'll reset at the top with Digby.
San Diego's defense looks all out of sorts. They're running around. There's guys wide open on the inside. This is where New York has to capitalize on these looks.
Here's Chetner again, cross-floor pass, and it finds the back of the cage. And we're level at 1, Tyson Gibson with the equalizer. Possession here will belong to San Diego. Keep an eye on as well for Zach Greer, has 9 goals in his 10th year in the NLL. He had a hat trick last game against the dangerous Halifax team, who in their expansion year, starting off the season at 5-0. Here's Greer at the top here for San Diego in gray. Shot there denied by Bouquet. The players in front, Wagner helping out defensively towards the corner board. And we may get our first call of the night.
See, Greer tries to come around, and there's a power play goal. They make the most of it right away.
It was Connor Kelly delivering the power play just 6 seconds in on that man up.
Miles Jones out there, coming out of the D-door. He's going to get matched up against Kyle Buchanan, who's a quick, shifty player. Good support.
That's a two-man game, but a great hit there by Ethan. Shot in his first game, and a great outlet by Bouquet. Here's Ronigan, 1v1. Ronigan thinking left, but he's taken down right in front of the crease. Ronigan regains possession and scores! What work rate by John Ronigan. It's 3-1 Riptide. Noble this time has it working up top there. It's Jeremy, he has 6 goals this year for San Diego. Gets the seal there by Riley. A good feed in the middle looking for Greer. And the Seals get one right back. Zach Greer, goal number 10 on the season. It's 3-2.
What a handle by Zach Greer. And Cody Radsworth can't dislodge that ball.
Here's the captain, Merle. And up the floor it goes here for Buchanan, the assistant captain on this San Diego team. He comes in with 4 goals as well. 7:10 to go in the first, a 3-2 game.
Dan McRae just a little too lazy with that stick. You cannot hang your stick when Brody Merrill is around. He is a surgeon. You can see it there. He took not just the ball, but the stick right out of Dan McRae's hands.
Wesley Berg operating on the left-hand side, over to Fields, the star-studded rookie. Jones on him, over towards his right. There's the stick shot there by Greer, back-to-back. All of a sudden, we're level at 3.
Suter maybe can hang off a little bit there, not give as much room. You can see him providing a little bit of low support, and by the time he gets back up to Zach Greer does a nice job of just keeping that high.
Frank Chiliano's hurt, not starting tonight. Instead, it's Nick Demude, playing in his 3rd game this year in the NLL.
He's a rookie that the Seals talked about. They trust him. He has an opportunity now to.
Casey Jackson bangs it home and gives the Seals the 4-3 lead and enjoying a 3-0 run.
Westberg, too good of a feeder to just let him have his hands free as Casey Jackson just ball cuts right to the ball and catches it. That's 3 goals in a row where that's happened. the Seals felt like they were right there in that Halifax game, and Halifax playing as well as they are. So that was something that, you never want to take moral victories, but that was one they felt like they could build on. And now they're looking to turn that next step and get a win here and try to string together a few and get back into things in the West Division.
Buchanan, thought right, still in possession, right around McCray. That cross-crease pass, and in again, it's Jeremy Noble. 5-3 Seals.
Just that cross-crease feed. Jeremy Noble goes up for it almost like that alley-oop look, and it just looks to me like the Riptide defense is out of sorts.
And now the Seals in the midst of a 4-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 44 seconds. They have it in possession here once more. And again, they deliver again. Wow, San Diego on the road has been clicking at the start past Bouquet. It's 6-3 and a 5-0 run for San Diego.
Tor Reinhold, another dangerous player. We're going to see a goalie change as they bring in Goa Abrams.
On a 6-on-5, but we may get a call, Mitch. A delayed penalty called here. And let's see as the officials are conferring with 1.8 seconds.
We're getting a penalty shot here, Dave.
Tyson Gibson, the #1 overall pick, against Nick Demuth. And here comes Gibson. And it's stopped there by Demuth. He wasn't full towards his left with 1.8 to go.
And I think Gibson had him. Demuth just flashed that big glove and got his bear paw on it. What a save there.
It feels like Demuth has got more comfortable as the game has gone along.
Yeah, and you can chalk that up to defense when it's 5-on-5, but when it's 1-on-1 with a goalie versus a player, that's all Demuth there.
Seals in 30 is brought to you by Knockaround, the official sunglasses of the San Diego Seals. By Manscaped, the best for below-the-waist grooming. Go to manscaped.com and use promo code SEALS20 for 20% off your order. And by Coronado Brewing Company, proud craft beer partner of the San Diego Seals.
Our second stanza is underway from Uniondale. Jones there, saw it go towards Wesley Berg, but it just went high and wide. Now, we're seeing a lot of defensive work by Miles Jones. What can fans expect him to produce on the offensive side for New York, or is that just not his role with this team?
I think not yet, Dave, and that takes so much time and so much coordination to figure that role out. I think defensively you can make a few more mistakes. There we go.
Tyson Gibson gets back another, his second goal tonight. It's 6-4. How about the travel that San Diego has to do this year? We were looking at all the miles that they have to log prior to this game, Mitch.
And I was trying to figure out maps to figure out what the latitude. They have not been south of Buffalo. Everything has been Halifax and Toronto. They're way up north, so this is the first time they come a little bit south.
Another goal here for Tyler Digby. It's a one-goal game. We're going to get a delayed penalty call coming up here. And it looks like it's going to come against New York as Reinhold has it in possession over to Buchanan for San Diego, up by a goal.
Jake Fox was just looking to play a little physical there. He hit a player who had his head down. I think they're probably going to call him for hitting a defensive player.
Here's Greer on the right, has Fields down low. Greer. Now they're playing in the box defensively. It doesn't work out, though, as Buchanan scores and a power play goal for San Diego. It's their first goal in the second frame. And it's 7-5 Seals.
Kyle Buchanan, he's the one constant that the Seals have had on offense. He is kind of was the face of the franchise.
Off to a hot start. One of 3 games tonight. Buffalo at Colorado, Halifax at Calgary. Tomorrow, Georgia is taking on New England. The Swarm have lost their last 3 of the crease dive there by Gibson went wide. Still possession maintained here by New York.
Oh, Gibson, he was wide open for about 6 seconds. They just didn't see him. But because of that, they drew a penalty, and now they're going to be man up.
On the man advantage, down by 2. Digby running the middle here. Over to Kelly to the right-hand side. Chudner! Over the top and through the wickets of Demuth. And a power play goal. They're 2 for 2 on power plays tonight. It's 7-6. After a minute to go here in our first half. Wagner will come off on a change. New York getting set and looking to level this one down. Chudner again over the top. Back back-to-back! It's 7-all!
That mid-range shot is so difficult for goalies, especially when you bounce it, because you're not sure where the bounces come from, and a lot of times that's through a screen or two. So it can be very difficult to read for goalies, and that's something that's been working really well, and now we're going to have a delayed penalty against the Riptide.
Shot again, took another shot at a San Diego player. And they'll get a 6-on-5 as Demude comes out and onto the Patrick Merrill bench. On a power play, here is San Diego with Greer on the right-hand side. Over to Jackson, cross-floor pass as they were looking there for Buchanan. Wagner all over him. Here's Berg towards the top low-angle shot, and Abrams got just a piece as the horn will sound and will take us towards halftime. We're underway here in the third, deadlocked at 7, as New York is trying to regain the lead here at home and looking for their second win of the season. McCardle spills it towards the left-hand side as Chetner's running middle here, down low looking for Lomas, but he was tightly marked there by Tor Reinhold, and it will be a shot clock violation on the Riptide.
And a unique look there. They went with 3 lefties and 1 righty. Typically you see teams try to balance that with 2 and 2. But they went with that 3-and-1 stack, maybe trying to give Tyson Gibson a look at a one-on-one opportunity.
Noble and Berg out there. It is Buchanan running middle. Here is Berg on the left there of Goa Abrams. Noble again gets it back on the return behind the back on the flip side here to Buchanan. Down low again, looking for Noble towards the top here. Inside again, and it's Wes Berg getting on the board. And the Seals regain the lead.
Make no mistake, when he's in front of the cage from about 3 feet out, he's going to bury that one, and just does a nice job of quickly moving that. That's what we in the biz call a quick stick.
Another tally for the Seals. It's an 8-7 game.
Yeah, the only goals that the Seals have scored have been power play against Goa Abrams.
Chance the opposite way on a breakaway with Clellan, and he scores! Back-to-back for San Diego certainly does. It's 9-7 San Diego.
And that is just a case of missing a matchup there, as Clellan buries the biscuit.
Over to the captain, Brody Merrill, as he'll give way to Noble. Noble's on this left, marked by Rannigan on the high wing here on this left-hand side. Rannigan on those stick checks, though, negating Noble's progress. He opts to go right-hand side on the jab step. There's the shot, and it's in for Casey Jackson. He adds another into his account this evening, his second of the game. 10-7 Seals.
See, Rannigan gets pulled up a little bit high. That opens up that soft spot, that seam. Nice job there with a little feed by Noble over to Casey Jackson.
The San Diego team enjoying this 3-0 run on goals by Berg, Clellan, and Jackson with his second. That's a good stick check there, and numbers the opposite way. Here coming down, Suter, and he's robbed there by Demude.
Suits nice helicopter takeaway check there. I think he was worried someone was going to catch him. Suits and I played way back in the day in Minnesota, so he'd be okay with me saying he's an old guy like me. He turned on the jets there, went full speed, and just a big save by Demude.
The first-team All-Pro player with Minnesota, in fact, in 2012. There's a good feed for Greer. He has the hat trick tonight for the Seals. A 4-0 run for San Diego, and the Hattie there for Zach Greer.
You give him a tiny little inch, and he's going to turn that into a goal. For those who maybe watch outdoor and not as much indoor, you want to try to avoid sliding as much as possible, and definitely not sliding down low, because then you give up that inside look.
And a theme that has developed throughout this expansion season are these runs by these opposing teams that New York is playing. We've seen that in the early parts of games as Lomas is down right there for New York, but also at the start of second half of games where we've seen New York try to come back in the fourth. As the athletic training staff will have to check up here on Dan Lomas. And you see him with Belgrave and Radzowitz there in that late shot to that left knee, it seems, Mitch.
Yeah, and you can see Belgrave just goes right into that knee. Hopefully it was just one of those where it hurts bad and he's able to come back, but those are always scary when someone falls into the side of the knee.
This is not a good sign for New York, as he has been key on offense. Still keeping this a 4-goal game with 6:20 to go. Schott will come off making his debut as well for New York. Chetner back out there. McRae, the captain, will run off on the change here. Chetner has 2 tonight. There's the seal by Wagner. Chetner towards his right. Chetner goes right on frame, and it finds the back of the cage, cross the line for Jean-Luc Chetner. It's 11-8. And he has a hat trick tonight, and watch this just squeak past the dominant Nick debut tonight. 10 seconds to go. Here's Berg with a bouncer there. Oh, Abrams gobbled it up here. And that will do it for the third as Radigan will hit this off of Jeremy Noble.
Seals in 30 is brought to you by Wood Ranch. Make Wood Ranch in Mission Valley your Seals pregame spot. And by Wheelhouse Credit Union, the official credit union of the San Diego Seals.
Start of the fourth quarter from Nassau Coliseum. Here's Greer as a hat trick tonight. Sealed by Fields. He opts to go left, has a seam and a delayed penalty.
New York number 19, a 2-minute minor holding.
So when you recognize that you have an offensive player stuck on you with a specialization in box lacrosse, you want to try to keep that offensive player, get him low, get him in there and force him to play defense. That's what they did, and then drew a penalty.
Look at this pressure as well. How about the press by San Diego defensively outside the zone of this game?
Big hit there, and Mike Manley has taken exception to that.
A little bit of extracurriculars here in front of both benches, and Danny Wetzelman, watch out, Mark, down low.
And I was wondering if they got into a situation like this, who was going to be step up and drop the gloves if necessary, and it looks like Mike Manley is willing to take that role.
This is what started all of this, Mitch.
Before this happened, Sykes hit Digby as Digby was running off. Digby kind of took an awkward angle onto the boards. I'm surprised that wasn't a call.
All right. San Diego number 44, a double minor roughing. New York number 5, a double minor roughing. Those penalties cancel out. Field strength stays 5-on-4. Ball's heading San Diego.
I honestly think that might have been a little bit of a makeup for missing the hit on Digby to keep things even, but we basically end up right where we started, just with 2 guys taking a little bit of a 4-minute rest in the box.
Man up here for the Seals, it's Fields with 15 seconds to go on the power play. Berg to the left, back up top for Noble, opting for Fields with the shot, he scores, and a big power play goal for San Diego on the road.
And again, Abrams so strong in the 5-on-5, it's really only been transition and power play where he really hasn't had much of a chance.
So just Bradley and Manley in the box for San Diego and New York respectively here. And the Seals tonight, Mitch, this sums it up 3 for 3 on the man-ups.
Yeah, that's a pretty good average.
Here's Fields again, and a diagonal pass successful to Westberg. He has his second tonight. 13-8 San Diego.
Just a miscommunication down that backside as Berg slips down the back pipe, is able to catch that almost with his feet are behind the line, but he keeps that stick above the goal line, catches it and dunks it in the empty net. Skip lanes, skip lanes, skip lanes.
Holding goes in and scores there right into the fans of the sandbar. Holding adds his second. He got the scoring started tonight. Just like that, it's a 6-goal advantage for San Diego. Gibson back on the floor. Bradley and Manley still in the box as we're playing 4-on-4 here. Kelly, diagonal pass, looking inside for Gibson. He has 2 tonight. Net by 3 defenders, hard hit by McIntosh. We're going to get a call and another penalty against San Diego.
And that's your number 1 draft pick taking a high hit. This is where it would help to have an enforcer. And Andrew Suter has filled that role in the past, but you know, you got to stick up for your teammates. What a handle there by Tyson Gibson, and then just gets absolutely cleaned out.
San Diego penalty to number 3, a 5-minute major illegal body check.
This should help New York in this situation. Gibson walking in, debuted, had it big. Here's Chetner towards the top and well wide. It comes towards Kelly. Back to Chetner, has Lomas to his right if he wants him, and he opts for Digby there. There's that diagonal pass on the one-timer. Digby went for the hit there, past Sykes. Kelly feeding Digby, he scores! Tyler Digby for his second tonight, they get one back. Gibson gets it back on the return on the left-hand side. Navigating towards his right. Jab step here, Lopez behind the back, walking in. McCardle, he scores! Kieran McCardle, and it's a 10 spot for the Riptide. It's a 4-goal game. Sykes trying to regain it there. Sykes lost it, dislodged there. A perfect play by the New York Riptide at Chetner.
Nice takeaway. What defense by Chetner there.
Gibson low, stopped by Demude. Gibson trying to get this back. He will not. It's Merrill the opposite way. Open cage with 1:05 to go. A hit there by Wagner. Gobrecht still in possession in open cage. He scores past Radigan.
And Dave, that was just a matter of time, I think. Excellent effort by the Riptide defense to stop 3 or 4 shots, but eventually, and got to give a ton of credit to Eli Gobrecht right there. He ran through a huge body check. An empty netter there for Eli Gobrecht. They still count as one on the score sheet. I'll tell him that. I've scored my fair share of empty netters. You got to take them where you get them as a defensive player.
We're going to get another call here, and a cross-check upcoming here against San Diego. There's Drew Belgrave. BCIT product will go to the box for the last 21.5 seconds.
San Diego number 2, a 2-minute minor, illegal cross-check.
This New York team tonight, 3 for 5 on power plays. Both teams, in fact, have been strong on man-ups. Here's Digby. On that left-hand side, it's Gibson. And Tyson Gibson has another hat trick in his rookie campaign. His second hat trick this year. It's 15-11.
The sense of urgency. It's easy to play with that sense of urgency when you're down late.
Dwellin and Woodall for the face-off draw. It is won by Alex Woodall. And up next for the New York Riptide after the bye week on February 8th, they'll play another West Division foe at Calgary. Then they'll be at Georgia, and that will do it this evening as San Diego erases a 2-game losing skid and wins it on the road. Their second road win this year, 15-11 over the New York Riptide.